thank you to everyone for selling out the hats.
Oh, that's a huge call.
What do you mean?
Because they aren't even going to be on sale yet to the general public when this comes out.
Thank you for the Patreon listeners for selling out the hats.
Wow, that's a huge call.
And if your stomach dropped and you got, oh my God, I missed out on it, well then you know that you should either sign up to the Patreon now so you can get access to them now, or take your risk and wait till tomorrow. But you know where they are.
Wait till tonight.
Tonight. Anyway, hats and that.
This episode comes out tonight.
Welcome to the pod.
The hats come out tonight, sorry.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome way to the Odd Pass K. Do I sound different? Can you tell I've
bit.
got a sore throat?
You got a bit nasally, lad.
Yeah, a bit nasally, bit of sore throat. Slept directly under the aircon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it tends to have that effect on you, I think. And the reason I slept under the aircon was because I went away. And I've just come in hot straight from there. And I'm feeling quite relaxed and quite zen, as you might be able to tell. I'm just
happy.
sitting back here. Look, I'm fighting with my fucking eyelids shutting, if I'm honest.
Well, come on, man.
So I might just, you tell your story and I'm just going to have a quick power nap. Can you imagine?
That'd be
I just had a little nap, bro.
Good
Won't
on
you tell
ya.
me?
We're a team, lad.
Good on us. No, I went away for my girlfriend's birthday to the Hunter Valley, to a little tiny home. And it was fucking dope, bro. Nice little 2.5 hour drive, a little bit long.
Bit long.
It's a little bit long. I like an hour, half, 2 hours. You know what I mean? But it's all right. That's okay. Now, the thing is, I turn up and there's a hot tub, an outdoor pizza oven.
Can I say an ice bath?
Well, this is where I'm getting at. You can't say that yet. A hammock, a fireplace, all the things I booked for. Little do I know there's also a sauna.
You found that out
And an
on
ice
arrival.
bath. Well, I saw a TikTok video
that's
of
right,
it,
you said
and it
that.
looked similar. And I was like, fuck, I wonder if that's the same place or not. And then it was come to be confirmed that it was. So that was a nice little surprise. Because I do love my saunas in particular.
You like putting your body under extreme pressures.
No, it's just got a lot of benefits, a sauna. Lots of health benefits.
Keep going.
And so we pull up, and God, it was just nice, bro. Like just in the middle of the country. Great view. Played some Scrabble, cooked some pizza in the wood fire oven.
Beautiful.
I had a Sunkist, no sugar. Tiana had indulged in a little bit of wine. Had a hot tub. Had fucking just lay on the balcony, lay on the hammock. Just sometimes we just sat in silence for long periods at a time. You know, just relaxed.
I like that.
Um,
Just spending time
was-
with your significant other.
Yeah, it was just, and it was for her birthday. It was nice to celebrate her, you know. Last year was a shit
course.
birthday for her after everything that she went through. So it was nice to, you know, to give her some love back and show her that birthdays are worth celebrating, you know.
Cute.
It was fun. Made a great pizza, salami and mozzarella. Oh my God. Except the oven was like, it was a sick wood fire oven, except the flame came up on one side. So like I'd put my pizza in and then that side would just get burnt to fucking shreds. So I don't know, maybe pizza ovens you have to keep rotating them, and I did get the hang of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
Is that the idea?
Yeah.
I didn't know that at the beginning. So half my pizza was burnt to
And the other
all
half is
cunt.
raw.
No, well then I flipped it around.
Yeah.
I didn't fully get to switch off because I still had to post on the You Wouldn't social media because both Kyle and Will have not logged into the Instagram and never post. So it was a bit unfortunate that I was there celebrating my girlfriend's birthday and I had to say, I'm so sorry, but I'm just going to have to go get my phone, approve the videos Kyle edited because Will never does that, download them and then post them. I'm so sorry, babe. Just give me 20 minutes just to work.
I'm so sorry, babe. The reason I get all the Patreon money is because I do a little bit extra work than Will.
You could have
So-
scheduled them as well.
Yeah.
Not on TikTok.
So sorry, babe.
So sorry. And I was driving when they got sent.
Sorry, babe. The $7,000 a month I get, then Will gets $300 a month. It's just because.
No, it's actually because we agreed on the first year and a half I did everything. And
Yeah.
that was your way to be like, well, this is kind of making up for all that work you did for free. Which I think's a
all
nice
this
thing.
extra work.
Yeah. Well, this isn't extra work. I'm just saying would have been nice, you know,
Do you want me to take over?
just to really unwind. Just
Do you
that
want
one,
me to take
No,
over?
no,
Just for
be
that one
direct.
day.
Be direct.
No,
Don't be
I like
passive
it.
at
I'm not gonna
I'm
offer it.
happy to do it.
I'm not
Okay,
going to offer
great.
again.
But I
Then you're
just
happy to
thought
do it.
maybe Will or Kyle would have seen what has gone on and be like, hey, Pat, you know what? I'll take it just for today.
I'm
just
injured,
for
mate.
today.
I'm out, mate.
I'm happy to do it every other day. It doesn't bother me.
I'm out, mate.
Hey, Pat,
We'll actually
enjoy
responded
your
to one
time,
text.
mate. Give me the login and I'll do it. Just this once. Just this once.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll take over.
So none of this fucking, oh, you get this because of that. No. I get it because of what we agreed on. And that's that.
But I'm happy to take it. I can take it.
Can you be fucked?
Yeah.
Of course he can be fucked.
Okay. Great night away.
Now,
really
can you
fucking
guys
enjoyed it.
also, now let's just keep the good vibes rolling. Let's talk about the Sunday boat extravaganza that you both went on.
I'll let Kyle talk.
You go.
Go on.
I had a great
It was great fun.
Christmas party for Shane Keith Productions. So it was a fucking yacht, cunt.
It looked sick.
This thing was this thing had like 4 fucking bedrooms. Like, it gave a lot of Wolf of Wall Street fun coupons. You know that scene where he throws off
Yeah.
and he's like, these are fun coupons. And it's like, this is what you make in a year. I felt a little bit like Jordan Belfort, except I
Good on
didn't
ya.
bash my fucking wife because I'm not a low-life scumbag. Now, it was fun. There were people walking around with whatever drink you wanted. There were people walking around with an array of food, lots of seafood. But then picture this, Will. Oh, I need you to close your eyes and picture this. Seafood going around and around. And don't
No,
get me
thank
wrong,
you.
it looked nice, but I'm not going to indulge in it because I fucking hate seafood. And I'm starting to think after a couple hours,
It's just seafood.
I might be going hungry here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might have to get Uber Eats water taxi here. A nice plate arrives at my face.
Shut up.
Would you like a panko crumbed Wagyu steak sandwich? Bro, it's a fucking mini sandwich with like the nicest Wagyu steak I've ever eaten, coated in panko crumbs with Kewpie mayo, barbecue sauce, and onion, bruh.
Did you cry?
It was top 3 nicest things I've ever eaten. Top 3 nicest things I've ever put in my fucking mouth was that steak fucking sandwich. So much so that I kept making Kyle get more so I could eat them.
Because the lady would come around.
The lady would come
Why
around.
didn't you
And
just
we
say,
just grab
can you
one
just
each.
leave them here? I'm going to eat all of
No,
them.
because they were walking around giving them to other people. I didn't want to be that person, you know.
There's only 11 people on the boat.
No, there was like probably 25.
Okay.
And she would come through like the main hall where we were, and we would just grab them all every time. So she had to start going around.
She had to go use the back door to go around because we kept taking them all.
It was that good.
It
And-
was.
So good.
Who here had the steak sandwich on the boat? How fucking good were they? Unbelievable. Like, bro. Oh my, like, I don't really crave shit much. Like, I like need that once a week in my life.
Wow.
Do
Do you know who made them?
The chef, lad. Compliments to the chef. You know what I mean?
Well,
If I saw the chef, I would have got on my knees
no, you wouldn't have.
and licked his knob or just bowed down.
How about this? You lick his knob and you get unlimited access to those sandwiches whenever you want. Click your finger, they instantly appear.
No, because I'd be severely overweight, like ridiculous. I'd be like one of those documentaries where they can't get out of bed.
Well, I want to hear why Kyle's such a superstar of this party.
Well, I think it was more the after party that you're thinking of. So the boat party was great. 6 hours on the boat. There was some great. We met new people. We got closer to some people. We enjoyed a great time. Me, Kyle, and Cody really stuck it strong together for a lot of the time, I thought. And then it gets to, 8:30, 9 o'clock. We're all chilling by the wharf.
How long have you been there for? 6 hours.
Yeah, we're off the boat at 8. Everyone's kind of hanging around. And Tobler gave one of the great speeches, mind you. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to call it a night because I didn't drink. I was sober.
Good on ya.
Everyone was starting to make after plans. I was going, I think my social battery has run out. Anybody want to lift to the Oak where everyone was going? I've got 2 spots. Kyle says, you've got fucking 3 spots. I said, my car's so full, I've got 2. He goes, he can fit 3. So I have to rearrange my car because Kyle says I can invite someone
You're
extra.
an aggressive guy, mate.
The
It was
extra
so
person
fair,
we
though.
brought was Felix, who's 6'7", seven, maybe
6'7", yeah.
6'7", the longest cunt ever. So I was like, okay, Cody and Kyle can sit in the back and cram in a bit. Felix can have the front. Kyle goes, nah, I shotgunned. Gets in the front seat. Felix is crammed in the back next to a baby seat and a lot of fucking clothes and shit. I was like, are you joking? He goes, I fucking shotgun, bro. I'm getting it. Kyle, awfully
Fair,
aggressive.
Fair.
I dropped them in the Oak.
No thank you from Kyle, I bet you.
No. Not a
What?
thank you.
He
Yes,
would've
I
gone,
did.
Mate,
No,
get in.
all he said was,
No.
you got any fucking ciggies in here or what? That's what he said. You got any fucking ciggies in here or
What's
what,
going
mate?
on?
Right? And that's all I know. That's all I know.
That's all that happened. And then I went home.
No.
No.
Take over, you fucking
we
lying
went to the Oak, then we went to the Sheaf, and then we went to Oxford Street Courthouse,
Okay.
and it was good fun.
No,
No,
no.
no.
It's
I
not
called
fucking
Cody.
Where's
I called
Wally?
Cody Ozama to the stand.
Cody to the stands.
I call Ozama to the stand.
Take my spot.
Please.
Actually, you sit where Kyle is, and I'll put Kyle here so we can
Yeah,
get his
Kyle
reaction on
faces the
camera.
camera.
No, I'm
Nah,
not.
you got to face the music. Come here. Come here. Because, listen, there's a reason that Kyle's been getting called Rumbo around the office lately. Because we had a great day at the Hacker Major Friday, and Kyle had a few too many rum and cokes afterwards. And I believe he helped himself to some after the Chrissy party. And we all know what comes with rum is quite a bit of anger and aggression.
No, so Felix started calling me Mr. Rumbo. And then now it's just
Mr.
a thing
Rumbo
that-
lad.
Now it's just a thing that I went around calling myself Mr. Rumbo.
Which isn't that far from the truth.
But not the truth.
Okay, the you would have seen the video that went out on Friday of Kyle making that ridiculous bet.
Stupid bet that he's
Which-
going to go skydiving.
Yeah, and you guys will get to that today, I'm sure. But that look that he had in his eyes, where he's kind of like looking through you. Do you know what I mean?
The
You know-
glaze, yeah.
The glaze, like he's
Yeah.
looking
We've
at you.
lost him.
But
We've lost him.
he's looking like 20 metres behind you.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the look Kyle had from about midday Friday all the way through to like
the way.
Sunday at like 2 a.m. And then he was just being a lippy little shit walking around saying that he was Mr. Rumbo and that. Mr. Rumbo lad.
But I thought you got in maybe an altercation, a little push and shove.
No. He was
No?
just being
I was
lippy.
just being really lippy.
Yeah.
You get fucking lippy on the piss, bro.
Well, while we're here,
He gets so
so
lippy.
fucked.
can we dive into one little story while we're here? About
Do you want to talk into use that mic, Will?
Kyle was giving a little bit of CRAP, not to swear. Kyle was giving a little bit of CRAP to our golf opponents on Friday.
Yeah, he was a lot.
And I'd like to, please go into that.
though.
All right, so we get paired up. We're playing in the Hacker Major, and we get paired up with another group, and they came late. And I will give Kyle credit. They were fucking zeros. And they couldn't really have much of a laugh. Like, they were so serious.
Oh, right, yeah, zeros. Yeah.
Like, they couldn't really have much of a laugh, and kind of like, they kept kind of, like, they really wanted to win. It was kind of like, boys, chill out, lad. Like, we're all
and they
just
were
here for a bit of
stickles.
fun.
Like, we were well out of the competition.
Yeah, we were well, and they
And
kept being
they
like,
were-
what score are you on? Like, what did you get there? And
Yeah.
we're like, bro, we're not even, like, scoring anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? All we wanted, towards the end, we just wanted to win the holes we can get in the competition to win the putter. And that's all. And they were like, what'd you score? Oh, yeah, so we're still even? We're like, yeah, we're still even. And they were like, and we're just like, bro, chill out, cunt. Like, we know we're not going to win. We're not there to win. We're there for a good day.
Yeah.
And Kyle
And then
made
I
a
think
really
they
funny
deserve-
comment. I can't remember what it was. And then one of them goes, didn't realize we were playing with comedians.
Yeah.
Didn't realize we were, and that's when I was like, nah, fuck. That's where I was
That's
kind of like, I'd
shitty.
give Kyle free reign to just
Now, I
fucking go
can't
what he
even remember
wants.
what he said.
One of them said, where it left for me, those boys, was the first time I made a joke to Kyle. I said, so put your fucking drink down and come film for us.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, bro, you know, you don't have to, he doesn't have, like, you know,
Don't do that.
He
Yeah,
shouldn't
don't let him
talk to you
talk
like
to you
that,
like
bro.
that.
And I thought, okay, no, since you were here. And then after that, he turns immediately to Pat. I'm just going, you know, he doesn't have to talk to you like that, bro. Hey, also, man, you going to boiler room tonight?
No, you go in a boiler room tomorrow.
No, mate, I would rather go to a room that actually boils me alive than stand anywhere near you and your loser mates.
The end. They sucked. They sucked.
They were. And Kyle got like, so they would hit a shot and it would be an awful shot. Kyle would be like, oh, fucking good shot, mate. Or like it'd go like nowhere near the people. Like, as if it's going to go in. He'd be like, oh, fuck, close, boys, close. Like, Kyle really chirped that. That was the first time I realised Kyle was an aggressive drunk.
Oh, that wasn't aggressive.
But you've got it in you.
Huh?
You could turn aggressive.
No, I'll just get lippy. I'm never going to be aggressive.
There's a bit of aggression behind it.
I used to be the lippy one, but Kyle makes me look like a golden child.
Wow. You're like a younger. So he's like, who's Osama's understudy?
Yeah, he's my mentor.
No, you're
Cody mentoring Kyle is a deadly combo for the whole studio.
No, who was the guy that was before
Mike.
Yeah, so Cody's Saddam Hussein and you're Bin Laden.
Oh, that's just racist.
How's that racist? You're Tim Okazaki.
Gay style.
That was another thing we discovered on the at the Hacker Major. Kyle's new nickname is
Timmy.
Tim Okazaki. You'll do kickflip for us. You're a gay skateboarder.
Okay. Get off my...
Give us some. Give us some, Tim.
Timmy, you have to kickflip.
Next year's Oscars, Kyle's going to be Tim Okazaki and do kickflips on stage. No, you got to play both. You got to play Tim and the mum. That's a great TV show.
Now, the vibes at this point, you wouldn't, are high. Laughing. God, there's been golf, there's been yachts, there's been girlfriend trips away.
Can we just quickly, before we get into your thing, let's just really hound in on that bet we made. So when Friday night, when Kyle was just looking through us, he got lippy and said, I'll never make a mistake.
I love that. That is how I get.
Now, working in the role of producer, as everyone in the studio would admit, every producer makes a mistake. Willie's done one, Cody's done one, Tobler's done one. Everyone's made a mistake. So I said, all right, let's make a bet that you will make a mistake. Now, did I take advantage of a drunk man? Potentially a little bit.
Oh.
Now, we shook on it. I said, what's your
Doesn't sound
biggest
good.
fear? He said skydiving. I said, if you fuck up, you have to go skydiving. And he shakes on it. Now, the best thing about this all is there's no positive outcome for him. There wasn't like, well, if I don't fuck up within 6 months, you've got to do something. It was just when he fucks up, which is bound to happen, he just has to go skydiving.
Are you open to realigning that?
I would be very, be very open.
I'm not open to that.
Open.
I'm not open to that.
And then there was so many producers on Sunday, and I was just getting hounded like I was the stupidest cunt ever.
Well,
He got
yeah.
hounded. It's so he reckons he's going to pass out, bro, in the air.
Oh, I'll pass out walking into the plane.
He's so
I
funny,
can't
bro.
wait.
I reckon you can't. I might go up there with him.
I would. But you have to jump out, don't you?
Shake.
Yeah.
Wait, you would do it as well?
No. I'd drive you guys there.
I'd come up with you. Because I'd film inside the plane and
Yeah.
shit. You'd have to.
But
I
mate,
know that.
I
bro.
might just never stuff up.
Yeah, well, if you don't, fuck, that's classic.
So vibes are high. Everyone's going great. Friday at about 12 p.m. Saturday, sorry, at about 12 p.m. I get a little stomach ache. And I've woken up with one. And I'm like, a bit of a tummy ache. Not to worry, bit of hunger pains. And I'm all good. So I meet up with a couple friends. We're going shopping. I'm doing some Christmas shopping. And the stomach ache, when it just doesn't go away? You're like, fuck, I got this fucking annoying stomach ache.
Yeah.
Like it is really annoying. Mind you, on Thursday night, I vomited randomly.
Okay.
Just vomited. And I was like,
Fuck,
that's
you've been vomiting a lot.
and I was like, that's really weird. I just vomited. Friday, normal day. Saturday, okay, 12 p.m., bit of a stomach pain. No worries. Gets to about 7 o'clock at night. And the stomach pain goes from, no worries, to, holy fuck, it's happening again. The pain I have felt when I missed that first pod recording, it's happening.
Yeah.
I'm back on the pain. So I call you, text you. I can't even remember what I was
No,
saying.
I text you because I was driving home with Tiana, and I was like, fuck, haven't heard from Will all day. That's not like him. And I said, just text him, because I was just send him a text, ask if he's all good.
Yeah.
And I texted you, just been like, hey, you all good? Haven't heard from you.
Yeah.
And you said, no, I'm actually not okay. And I was like, that's fucking weird.
Well, what's weird about it is I left dinner at 7 o'clock because I thought dinner would solve it. It didn't.
Yeah.
I left Ed at dinner, and then you texted me like 10 minutes later, so I thought Ed had called you or texted you.
No.
So I'm lying in bed. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm like, fuck this. And again, I'm just freaking out because I just don't want to go through all this pain again. Because like, seriously, like it is the most excruciating pain I've felt. Like I just don't know what it is because it's unrelenting.
Stomach pain is really fucking
It doesn't
bad, bro.
go away. It just, so...
Yeah, I do feel for you.
So I drive, I try and sleep, and then I'm driving like to Oxford Street, the only open Chemist Warehouse, and buying like Gaviscon, and I'm taking like triple Gaviscon pain things. It's not going away. So at about midnight, after not being able to sleep, I drive to emergency to get my endone. I pop my endone and go to bed. So I'm waiting for like 45 minutes. Here's my endone. Off to bed. Mind you, that night, I'd probably vomited at this point up to the midnight 25 times.
Jesus.
25 to 30 times, non-stop vomiting. Like pain, like whenever I drank water, whenever I drank anything, it would just, an hour later, would come straight back up. It was painful vomiting too. So I'm like, sweet, I fucking took this endone, and I drove home, and I was like, let's fucking go to bed. And it gets to about 3:30 in the morning, and I still haven't gone to sleep, and the pain is still excruciating. So now we're at Sunday, 3:30 a.m.
And you're back at home?
I'm back at home, and I get a phone call because they were like, "Do you want to see the doctor?" I said yes. Once I got my endo, and I was like, "Fuck this, I'm going." And they were like, "Hey, you've gone. Like, if your pain is still happening, like, please come back." And I just took that as a sign, like, I
Yeah.
should probably go back.
Because normally they don't give a fuck.
So I drive back, get to the ER at like 3:45, and I sit in there. I'm taken in. I'm sat at the chair at like 4:15, vomiting again and again and again. And I'm in that chair in pain, vomiting from like 4:15 till about 11 a.m.
Yeah. That's a lot of time.
It's 7 hours.
Like, you're starting to bring up Vile now.
Yeah. And the weird thing was,
hate vomiting up
at like
bile.
6 a.m., I was so tired
Bile.
that I just kind of fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I woke up to the nurse like shaking me, and he just could not wake me up. He was like, "Holy fuck, dude, you scared me." Like, I could not wake you up just then. I was just so defeated, so broken. Again, pain just non-stop. And they gave me this thing. Has anyone ever had a pink lady before?
Nah, I've had like, an apple. An apple?
No. A pink lady is like a little shot of like a pink liquid, and it numbs you.
Right.
So this is the drugs that I had from Saturday night to Sunday morning. I had a pink lady. I had 3 hits of morphine, about 4 endones, 8 Panadols, 6 Nurofen. And the only thing that stopped the pain briefly for about 10 minutes was morphine. So I was given morphine directly into my arm, and
See how it's done, lad.
it would stop it would take about 40 minutes to kick in, and it would
What,
probably...
morphine?
Yeah. After about 40 minutes, I wouldn't feel any pain.
Really?
Yeah. And then the pain would be gone for about 10 minutes.
Sure it wasn't the endo then? Because morphine's like instant. That's why it goes into your veins.
No. The morphine did not make me lose any pain. The only thing that morphine made me feel was like I felt it in my neck. I was like, oh, like
The
really,
tingling?
Yeah, it felt weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, nothing stopped the pain. I got taken to a CAT scan, and at this point, I just burst into tears because they were like, "We don't know what this is at all." They were doing tests on me. They weren't sure. The lady that tried to like put the thing in my arm stuffed up a few times, so I got jabbed in my left arm.
Oh,
like,
that pisses me
6
off,
times.
yeah.
She couldn't find the vein. Anyway, I get taken to a CAT scan. The doctor didn't really speak that good English, so when he was explaining everything to me, I didn't really know what he was saying.
What ethnicity?
Chinese.
Yeah, okay. So it's a hard accent to understand sometimes.
Yeah, and I didn't know what he was saying, and it made it really difficult because he'd be like this. He'd be like, Yes, obviously, you know, so as you know, obviously, you know, might be a little bit of hot pain, like, so, and then
They
there's things like
speak
that,
very
you might, like,
quick.
feel it like there, and then obviously, like, if you're starting to feel like a little bit stressed, then obviously, like, we're gonna, if there's a rash, like, obviously, and all I heard was, like, all these buzzwords, and I just had no idea what was happening.
Yeah.
And then obviously before that, they're like, hey, do you want to get a CT scan? I'm like, yes, please. And they go, well, you might get cancer.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous thing to say.
But they run all that shit. I'm getting lifted into the
That's
CT
a ridiculous
scan.
thing to say. You text me being like, dude, I need a CT scan, but I'm scared I'll get cancer. And I was like, what?
They just warn me about all that shit. CT scan happens. I'm just bawling my eyes out the whole time because I'm alone. Like,
And you
I just
can't
don't know
move
what's
either.
going on. I'm in so much pain. I don't know why I'm in pain. No one knows why. It hasn't stopped for like 15 hours. And then I come out of the CT scan and the guy comes straight up to me and he's like, yeah, you've got appendicitis, lad. Your appendix is fully swollen.
That baffles me that a hospital took so long to figure that out.
15 hours. Yeah.
Well, not 15 hours because that was when the pain started, but like a good few hours.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got there.
Don't
at,
you
like,
just push on the appendix and it doesn't hurt when you hold it, but then once you release it hurts?
They just weren't sure. And then, because they were like, we don't want to go through all of this and then it's not actually that. So finally, at like 2:30, I get taken up to a ward. And then this is what I find funny. There are old people that just live at the hospital because why not? But it's always like this. How are you this morning, Jonathan? Worse. Worse than yesterday? Yep. Oh, well, that's not good. We'll get you some medication. Meh. Why are you here, mate?
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are you here?
Probably lonely, bruh.
Yeah, and then this old lady, she was sleeping like that.
A lot going on in hospitals. Always fucking beeps and mopes and moans and fucking... Just a lot going on in
It's not a place I
hospitals.
enjoyed. I had a mate next to me, maybe a bit younger than me, had the exact same issue. We were in the beds next to each other.
Boys.
We're boysing it up. But man, yeah, it was just, it was fucked. 7 hours went by, got to like 9:30. I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to get surgery today. I want to leave.
Yeah.
And just book in a surgery. They were like, if you leave, you lose your spot. I was like, can I just get a little bit of deets? Like, when is this going to happen? They're like, we don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, well, can I eat then? Because I've not eaten since Friday after, like, Saturday morning. They were like, no, just in case you have to do surgery. I was like, well, am I doing it tonight? We don't know. So I was like, so I can't eat.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'm stuck. Still in excruciating pain. I get a knock. Okay, Tim,
Oh.
they'll see you now. I got in there before him, by the way.
Oh.
They choose him first. I just start bawling my eyes out again. And I'm like, I'm never going to get operated on. This is bullshit. And then I kind of doze off to sleep. And an hour later, Will, you ready?
Game day, baby.
It was awesome. Put my little gown on. The biggest, boldest man I've ever seen grabs my bed and starts wheeling me down.
Yeah.
We're going to sub-zero basement level 63.
Yeah.
Like, bro, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
No walls, no windows.
Well, there's walls.
No windows, no light. I'm just looking around.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? We're smashing through these doors. Again, I've
Oh,
never...
they don't give a fuck with those beds, bro.
Bro.
They think it's a game wheeling you around on those beds.
I've never been put under. I'm shitting my pants. Anyway, I get pulled in there. And then this is where it gets embarrassing. I get into the emergency room. I'm so scared. I've spoken to the people. I've had the yarns. I'm feeling all right. They go, just before we do surgery, we're going to give you something. And they inject me with, I don't know what it was.
The white stuff.
I don't know. I didn't see it. But when I tell you, they said, this is going to make you relax. They put it in me. And within 4 seconds, I go, do you guys want to hear some stand-up?
That's so fucked.
Do you guys want to hear some stand-up comedy?
What? Did they ask?
They were like, so you're a comedian? Psst, inject me. Do you guys want to hear some stand-up comedy? And I just remember going, yeah, so obviously, gay this, gay that, Qatar Airways. And I remember none of them laughing.
Oh,
And then they put an oxygen mask on me. And then I just remember waking up. And,
fuck. I wonder if you got any chuckles.
no, I didn't.
None.
I remember specifically no laughter.
Fuck. That is crazy. You're on the bed about to get operated and you go, do you want to hear some stand-up comedy?
Dude, also, the appendix just proves religion wrong. It completely proves evolution. Do you know why we have an appendix?
No.
Do you know what its one and only sole purpose is?
Like, I've heard it, but I can't remember it. Like,
to
I've been
digest grass.
told. Oh, I didn't. Nah, I think that's bullshit.
Google it. Why do we have an appendix?
No, that's bullshit.
It's the only thing an appendix does. It's from when we used to be monkeys and shit and eat grass.
Nah.
Yep. Yep, it's the only thing.
Our ancestors may have used the appendix to digest tough foods like tree bark.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's the only thing it's there for. Doesn't do anything else.
Lad, why don't we all just get them out when we're born?
It's fucked.
Just get rid of them.
And it can kill you. It can burst and infect you and kill you.
Yeah. So we technically could eat grass? Well, you couldn't anymore.
No.
It was a big, did you see it?
No. But like, man, it's just here's one thing I've noticed. And unpopular opinion, why not? I'm just gonna say it. This was my personal experience. When you're dealing with your nurse, they're great, obviously. They're looking after you. They're on beck and call. They work long shifts and they're looking after you.
And they're underpaid.
And underappreciated. All that stuff. Yes, that is true. But if you try and talk to a nurse that isn't
Your
nurse, they look at you like they could watch you drop dead at any second. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, excuse me. And then she just looks she puts her glass down. What? Oh, it's just the morphine just has not worked. Like, do you think you could maybe get on what's your name? Will. Yeah, Will, maybe.
They don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay. And any update just on when maybe you said maybe like a bed was ready and like I was told an hour ago that I was going to get taken upstairs. I'm just wondering if, look, I don't know.
They're
I'm
probably
not
just sick
upstairs.
of dealing with cunts. Bro.
Of course, but I'm just like, sorry.
Yeah, a bit of empathy.
I'm like, so sorry.
Like your inconvenience.
I had vomit down all my mouth and shit. I was walking out of the bathroom, going like that, bawling my eyes out, crying. And one of the nurses looked at me and was like, be a bit quieter.
No.
Because I vomited loudly, obviously, in the bathroom.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Well, I'm glad you're all recovered. Well, you're not fully recovered, but
it was appendicitis. And I remember getting bullied like, oh, your little stomach aches and da-da-da. Nah, lads, appendicitis.
still a little.
One of the
tummy ache.
worst pains you can feel.
Who said that?
A woman said on my TikTok,
No, it is not the same as giving birth.
she said it hurt more than her birth. Obviously, every birth is different. Every appendicitis is different. She said
Wow.
appendicitis hurt for me more than giving birth did.
That's fucking crazy.
Have you ever had it, appendicitis?
Birth? No, never. No, I've got my appendix.
Lad, I hope never fucking... You probably won't because it's rare for adults.
Is it?
Yeah.
Get rid of it, brah. Well, speaking of tummy aches,
Oh, wait, sorry. Just while it's on my head, sorry. You using a Zach Bryan song to pan around and show, like, look at me with my beautiful girlfriend at our retreat, hilarious.
separate the art and the artist.
Hilarious.
Separate the art and the artist.
From the artist.
And it wasn't of her, it was of the property we were staying at.
For her birthday, and she's in the video.
Yeah, she's in the background of the video. But the main purpose of the video was we were on the countryside, and I was living a little bit of a country dream out, you know?
I think Burn Burn Burn's his best song. Anyway, move on.
And we're getting back to that later. We're getting back to that later. Now, speaking of stomach aches, Pat Clifton, had to try out a CPAP machine, right? Sleep apnea machine.
What's going on with us?
Now, I was really excited to do this because, you know, I'm a terrible sleeper. I always wake up tired. I never feel refreshed. It's very, very rare I wake up feeling refreshed.
Sorry to hear, brother.
Now, part of that is because my bladder's fucked and I piss 3 times during the night, so I'm always waking up and going back to bed because it takes me a while to fall back to sleep every time. Part of it is because I stop breathing in my sleep. So I go to my doctor and I speak to him about the CPAP. He goes, look, the only one little side effect that can happen, he goes, is very rare, is because your esophagus, where your food goes, I think, is close, or is that where you breathe from? Let's
I don't
simplify it. Where your air tube is near your food tube, which leads to your tummy. So sometimes the air can go in your food tube.
It's like when you drink and it goes down the wrong way.
Yeah, I think so. So because the CPAP machine is just constantly pushing air into your mouth to keep your airways open, he goes, sometimes that can go down your stomach tube, air will get in your stomach and you'll be quite bloated. And I was like, don't worry about it, I should be right. Because I don't normally get things like that, you know what I mean? I'm all right with things like that. Anyway, I'm tossing and turning. It gets to 1 a.m, I still haven't slept because the CPAP machine is quite uncomfortable, as you can imagine, for the first time wearing it. I finally doze off. But I wake up at 3 o'clock with the most, I'm not going to say that actually, it wasn't the most intense stomach pains, but it was quite
Well, it would have
Quite
been
bad.
literal epigastric pain, which is what they thought I would have had.
quite bad, the stomach pains. And I'm like, fuck, dude, this is really quite tough, right? So I take the mask off to go piss. And then I look down and my belly's like really hard and like really sticking out. I'm like, oh, fuck, bruh. So I sit on the toilet at 3 a.m. I'm like, this isn't even a fucking lie. If I got it on film, it could have been up there for a world record of fart. It was the loudest. It went for minimum. I'm not going to say the maximum because it's fucking could be minutes. It went for minimum 30 seconds. The loudest, most aggressive fart known to man or womankind.
Didn't wake up Tiana.
No, I could not believe it didn't wake her up. I could not fucking believe it. And I spent 30 minutes on the fucking toilet farting and just my whole stomach was just full of air from this fucking
Did you feel
machine.
any shoulder pain from it?
I can't remember. I was 3 a.m. I was just like, oh, 3 fucking 30 minutes just letting it all out. So obviously I didn't put it back on.
Fuck no.
Fuck that. And then I went away last night, I didn't take it, so I got to try it again tonight. And if it fucking happens again, I have to call him like, bro, lad, I'm farting.
Can you please just film the next one?
If it happens tonight, I'm going to film me in the toilet.
Hey,
It is absolutely ridiculous what was coming out of my arsehole.
Can we go back to this burn thing?
Sure. So, now, look, I'm going to be sensitive on this topic because we all know the Zach Bryan, Brianna saga, right?
Nah.
Everything that happened. Now, what I'm going to dive into now isn't like defending Zach Bryan. This is what I still stand by what I said about Zach Bryan's actions, not acceptable. So this isn't like but Brianna did this, so he should have done that. It's not that at all.
Shit.
But
this is
do
not
you
a
know
good way.
how she was like, Zach blindsided me and was like, we would agree that we'd mutually post about our breakup, and then he just posted it. So Brianna and Bree, who do the Plan Bree podcast, they're cancelling the podcast. They're not doing it together anymore. Now, they had an agreement when the time was right, they'd both put out statements at the same time and release it. And then Brianna's come out without Bree knowing, and Bree just thought it was done. Just we're both, it's both done. And Brianna came out and posted a statement without Grace knowing, being like, hey guys, taking some time away from the Brand Pre podcast, still thinking of ways I'm going to bring it back for you all and all this stuff. And Grace is kind of like, we agreed that it was done. Like, and yeah, you're coming out behind my back when we were meant to release statements together saying you're going to bring it back in your own way and all this shit. And now everyone's kind of like, you just did exactly what. And again, I know it's a different circumstance. I'm not saying anything like comparing anything or fucking justifying Zach's actions, but she's gone and blindsided her best fucking friend. And now a lot of people being like, well, that's a bit hypocritical, etc., etc. And there's a little
And what's
bit
this have to have with burn?
just because it's got to do with Zach Bryan.
Oh, right.
So there's a little bit of drama there. And now there's even some leaked DMs, but who knows? People can make fake messages. Or Brianna being like, Grace was so fucking rude to me and the team, like you don't really know her and all this shit. And everyone's kind of like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a bit of beef, but they could be fake. Anyway,
It's
it's just a little bit of like I don't know. And again, you cause such a big scene about this, as you should and have a right to, but then don't go and be a hypocrite. I know it's in different circumstances, but it is a little bit hypocritical if you
Zach's-
ask me.
Backing up his boy.
No, got nothing to do with Zach. I'm talking about don't go and do. Dude, if you've had something done to you, then
Don't
why
be a hypocrite.
why
yeah.
go do that to your supposed best friend?
Yeah, real.
And Grace has like posted, you know, even when they were not that close, she posted like, please give Bria privacy after the breakup. Like even when they'd had fallings out, and obviously Grace did not like Zach, and she still like backed her publicly. Grace seems like
The best.
the best. She seems like the best.
Can I ask a question? This is all that I've been stressing about. So yesterday night, literally like this whole podcast, this has been in the back of my mind nonstop. So yesterday night, I ordered Ushman pizza.
I hate that they've rebranded it.
Same.
It's the shittest.
But anyway, and I ordered my usual pepperoni burst. And then I added extra pepperoni, and it's just a pepperoni pizza. That's what it says. It says pepperoni pizza. But then I wanted to add a little bit of chicken breast on top. How nice is that? Like a bit of nice chicken breast on top.
Yeah, okay.
But then it came with like onions, mushroom, chives, all this extra shit on it. And do you think I stuffed up? Do you think it's because I added the chicken breast? Because they've never gotten it wrong. Or do you think they gave me the wrong pizza?
Wrong pizza, lad.
Because there's still pepperoni on it though. There was pepperoni and chicken breast on it, but then there was all this extra stuff. And I'm like, did they give me the wrong pizza? Or is that what happens when I try and order it? Because look, pepperoni burst. Delicious pepperoni topped with mozzarella on a tomato sauce base. I'm going to change it to a barbecue sauce base. And I'm going to add ingredients. And I'm only going to add chicken breast, oven roasted. Then why did it come with all the stuff? Did I get a different pizza sent to me?
Don't know.
Or is that what happens?
Different pizza, lad.
I think it's
So
just-
do you think I should? Because I want to eat it tonight. I want to eat that pizza tonight.
I would order it, then I'd
Again?
call them and be like, "Hey guys, I just ordered the pizza with chicken breast. I did that last night. It came with all the extra stuff. Can I just reiterate? I just want chicken breast on it. Thank you."
With the pepperoni.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would
Good
call
idea.
them.
That's all I've been stressing about. Thanks, guys. Let's do the bean spiller hotlines.
Hotlines.
Fucking hello, you sexy gentlemen. I'm just trying to work on a Monday. Fucking spirits up. You cunts are funny as. I'm just listening to the latest pod. When you guys are arguing about how dilemma is spelled, the sheer confidence on Pat to fucking put in his 2 cents and go Dillema. Like the cunt says it so confidently. He is so wrong every time. I love you so much, cunt. Fuck. And then he goes, I'll bet your business class ticket. Fucking hell. Keep making deals like that, you'll be ending up under a fucking bridge, mate. Anyway, love you, cunt.
Oh, bro, love your attitude for a
Wholesome
Monday.
masculinity.
For a fucking Monday, you're a good vibe, lad.
Hey.
And you just got to fake it till you make it, bro. You know.
Hey boys, I just wanted to leave a message because I
Pause.
was wondering what your
Bit of a vibe change. He was
Let's
like
hear it
driving
out.
like, hey boys, let's go. And then I was like, oh my gosh, like, is she okay?
Let's hear it out.
Hey boys, I just wanted to leave a message because I was wondering what your thoughts were on the girl who went missing in the Cecil Hotel. I don't know how long ago it was, but I feel like you guys would definitely have an interesting take on it. If you guys aren't aware or you're not sure what I'm talking about, it's the girl who was acting really sketch and weird in an elevator and
Oh, yeah.
acting just like really weird. You should definitely look up the videos of it. And then she was found in the water tank days after. So I was just wondering what your guys' thoughts were on that. Have a nice day, guys. Loved the ode shears. They're
Aw.
so good. Thank you.
Queen. I think that got put down to her having a manic episode, didn't it?
She had like bipolar.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
remember
really
speaking.
sad.
It's fucking sad as, but we spoke, I think, with Beck Charwood about
Yes.
that ages ago on the podcast, and I think it came down to her having that was just a manic episode, which is fucking sad as.
Yeah, and she just climbed in. Fuck.
It's crazy.
Hey boys, got a song recommendation for you. Sometimes by Gigi Perez. It will actually change your
my
life.
sister's obsessed with Gigi
Thanks.
Perez.
Who is she?
My sister's obsessed with her.
Gigi Perez.
Also, I just want to say this on the song recommendations. Like, Obviously, you know, Pat loves his music and Pat's got a very specific taste, but I am someone that actually will listen to your songs. Like Pat loves the songs and he presses play, but I can guarantee you he's not listened to Emails I Can Never Send by Sabrina Carpenter since that was last played, because he only listens to Zach Bryan. So if you want to send some actual song recommendations of someone that'll take on board your music taste, please target some towards me. I like artists like Remy Wolf. I like the Smiths.
This isn't targeted not for you.
No, well, but I'm just saying they're always like, it's always a country song or it's always some sort of love song or boring shit like that. I like Remy Wolf. I like the Smiths.
Maybe
I
people
like
just
that
want
sort
my
of stuff.
approval over yours, bro.
No, it's because I haven't really expressed my personal music taste properly before. But that's the sort of music I like. I like the 1975. I like all that sort of stuff. So when Pat says, yes, I love that song, I promise you he buzzes it and then he will never add it to his playlist and he will never listen to it. Anyway.
No, that's what the golden buzzer for me is it gets added to my playlist. That's what a golden buzzer has always been for us.
Show me the Emails Never Sent is in your playlist.
Because I haven't updated my playlist in probably a month.
Okay, sure.
Maybe
yep.
a month.
All right.
No, but admit when we started the golden buzzer, that's exactly... Whenever I do a golden buzzer, I think, am I going to listen to this again? And then I add it to my
That was
liked
before.
songs.
I'm talking now.
That's
You
how still what I do. I still add it to my like songs.
No, you don't.
I do. When I update my playlist, I go and do it. Because
You're
every
not a
so often I'll
robot.
update...
Yep. Time to update playlist.
No, sometimes I'll have a bit of time and I'll sit down and go through some new songs I've heard and add them to my playlist. But you're sitting there acting like you know what I do, bro. Like, get a grip.
No,
No
I
one
don't-
gives a fuck about your music. Keep sending
No,
me requests.
I don't
Get
act
cut
like
because no one wants to send you gay fucking songs.
I don't act like I know what you do. I know what you don't do, and you don't add these songs to the playlist.
I do. If I golden buzzer it, it will be added to my playlist.
Because you listen to Zach's new song, which is just this.
I will add it to my playlist. That's the whole idea. If you get a golden buzzer, it goes to my playlist. That's the point of it.
Zach's new song. Did you burn
Let's
my
do a,
dinner?
you know
I'm
that
gonna...
trend where it's like, let's just give celebrities no likes. Let's give Will no songs. No song recommendations. Just to keep pissing it. All country. The next few weeks is just country songs.
Play this. You're not going to like her voice. I can't wait to give her a risk.
Why does it sound like she's in the world's biggest bathroom and the phone's at one end and she's at the other? Fuck me right. Okay, pop off, Gigi.
Pat hates it.
That's why we get along so well, my darling.
I really do like her voice. I just don't think she's utilising it well. But I would never put this on your playlist now.
Wait, Gigi Perez might be a man. I don't know.
Nah, girl.
Oh, it's a girl.
I just don't think she's using it well. Nah.
Banned. 2 months.
And 2 months. See you in 2 months.
I liked it.
It's not what they called for.
Oh, I just heard about that bitch is stealing Bill's money. I'm waiting for him, Barry, and my mommy didn't buy me a PS5 because you spent it on crap this Christmas. So I was just wondering if, Will, you could send me some money. Please! I promise I won't ask for it again. Love you, boys.
Funny cunt.
Funny cunt. I'll ask my mum.
Seas in the beans.
No, we got one more,
Spill-
don't we? No. Oh, no. Yeah, see in the bean
See in the
spillers.
beans spillers, obvious.